And despite what you may have heard or have tried, angle iron and vice grips, not necessarily the best steering components.
Yeah, it'll get you around the shop and in the paint booth,
Yes.
you know, but we've got no steering column, we've got no steering wheel, so, you know, you're kicking the tires to try to get the car to turn left and right to get it to the shop.
Yeah.
So that might be a good place to start
Yeah,
on
I
this
believe
project
so.
now. And we're going to give you a little heads up. Now, it came with a 390 FE, but you know what? If you read the signs here, 428 Cobra Jet coming in the house here shortly, but we'll get back to that. Let's start on that steering project.
All right, here we go. Now, you know that car came with the typical steering from back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
you got the pitman arm, the drag link, the idle arm, all the components. Well, this is a major upgrade because it had a lot of slop in the old Mustang.
This is going to solve all that. So this is a full-on rack and pinion upgrade system from Unisteer.
Yeah,
Now-
this is nice, man. It's going to eliminate a lot of that floating ratio you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that 10-point turn, you know? Well, especially when you got that 428 Cobra Jet and you're lighting up the back and it's just coming around, right? You can just do a little of this, a little of that.
That's the best. All right, so where do we start, man?
All right, well, we've got everything here because we're going to do power steering with the rack and pinion, so it's going to be top-notch.
Power steering pump. We have some new ball joints, some universal joints, and our column replacement. We just need to do some bolting on and a little bit of fab work, and I think we're going to be good.
We're going to take the old tubular cross member down. There you go. That's a 1 and a 2. And we're going to ditch that and replace it with the structure that's in this mount.
Yeah, our old Unisteer
Okay.
rack.
You got that up there?
Yeah. All right, so I'm just finishing up centering my tie rod ends right here. Good little note. This kit from Unisteer comes with a couple different tie rod ends, so check the diameter in this knuckle. And it's a good thing to center up your rack and pinion. I went 7.5 inches to our first knuckle in here, so you got it good and centered, and then you get a good little first guesstimate on your tie rod ends on where they need to be, so she aims straight when she's going down the road. Grab a couple wrenches, tighten this up. How you doing, man?
All right, just hooking up the rest of our connections here. We got our 2 hydraulic lines. We've got a high pressure and a low pressure going in and out of the rack and to the pump. And, you know, while I hook this up, we can start thinking about how we want to route it, you know, away from things like headers and stuff like that. So that'll go up in there. The other 2 ends obviously just go to the pump. Now we've got the input to our steering rack, and Unisteer provides all the U-joints, double D shafts and everything. So this guy will drop onto there like that. The steering column will hook into here, and we come back downstairs. I'll show you. We've got the steering wheel and the column. Now this is the old bad boy here. I think we've got an owner talked into going to a tilt, so a nice modern system. But if you want to use your old one, now what you do is, there's a nice support bearing here. Now what you're going to end up doing is you're going to cut this end off where the rag joint is. Now this will slide right over the shaft and support it so it's not so sloppy. We're going to convert to those U-joints. So that's pretty slick. And at the end, what we'll do is you got a nice round shaft. This will slide down right on there. Comes with a drill bit and roll pin, so you'll pin right through it, and you're all set to go. Everything's connected.